And people have been shown it. People have been told, and they've doubled down on error. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when people's tip of the spear is nonsense. And it doesn't matter what you tell them, they push forward. That's not, you can't look at the church fathers and say that was the same thing. You know, that's a time when there's persecution, there's, all sorts of constraints that we don't have in our era.
So there's a couple of comments here, and I think that this has missed the point, actually. So Brandon says, can someone teach to murder? Why can they teach to break the Sabbath? And then Carl says, did not Luther murder Anabaptists for them resisting the state baptism? Once again, what I hear Rob saying, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Rob, but what I hear you saying is the tip of the spear is the momentum of the message. In other words, the foundation of the message. What I hear you saying is that foundation is things like the actual gospel, and that gospel includes things like the deity of Christ. Those who reject things like the deity of Christ, they don't have the foundation, and therefore, in other words, they don't have the tip of the spear. All they have is
with respect to Luther did this, I wasn't there. I can't be a judge in the trial of Luther. I don't have. All I have is this or that account, and I don't know. God's judge. God's the judge of each one of us. Each one of us has to give an account.
Okay, but I think the pushback on that is going to be, well, then how does that square with your comments last week about teachers who are continuing?
Because I'm judging those.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm judging them in the spirit.
Okay.
They're people who were leading with lies. Done. Axe at the root of the tree. Stop the silliness. Repent. Stop feeding Yeshua's flock poison. Stop fleecing them. Yeah, I mean, I'll judge those because it's the time I live in. And I've lived here. I've been in this movement for 25 years. And I've done the hard work. And I see the people who are lazy. That's why I'm judging. And because I know I'm a teacher, and I know I'm going to receive a harsher judgment. James chapter 3. I am a teacher in the body of Messiah. I'm not the only teacher, but I am a teacher. That's where I'm coming from. And I'll talk to any of these people any day. And I will judge them. That's where I'm coming from.
I think we'll just accept that as a mic drop on that
Huff
one.
goes off.
Let's okay,
Here, now I want to talk about deity of Yeshua for a minute.
Okay.
I'll ask you a question.
Yes.
Are we commanded to love Yeshua?
Yes.
Okay. Is our obligation to love Yeshua the first commandment or the second commandment?
The first.
Okay. Agreed.
Our
obligation to love Yeshua is a fulfillment of the Shema, not of love your neighbor as yourself. Why? Yes. Because Caleb, my love for you and your love for me is the second commandment. Why? Because you and I both change. We're moving, living beings. We're going to go through different things in our life. We need to bear one another's burdens and lift one another up and edify one another and bring a corrective voice when, if need be, to one another. Right? And like Paul says, if one's in a transgression, we seek to restore. Our love for Yeshua is not that way. It's not reciprocal in that way because Yeshua doesn't change. You can only love your neighbors yourself is between people who are changing, growing beings. But the living God does not change. So the love relationship is different. It's not based on the same kind of reciprocity. And the people who don't understand this don't know how to love. If someone says that Yeshua is just a man, they do not even understand the Shema or the love your neighbor commandment.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Tell us your thoughts on this subject by leaving a comment in the comment section. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and enable those notifications. And we'll see you in the next video.